Welcome to Modified Dreams Not Deterred. I am Judith. What is that one goal you've been trying to achieve that somehow seems impossible? Well, today I want to share a testimony. Not even a testimony, but proof. Proof that your timing is your timing. And what has not happened yet is not a sure sign that it will not. Your no does not mean no, it means not yet. This has been an incredible month in the sense that there have been so many times when I've had different conversations with different people, just trying to help them to have some perspective. But I once was in that place lacking perspective. One of the hardest things in life is to be bound by doubt, to be bound by uncertainty, to be bound in stagnancy without seeing that there is a light at the end of your tunnel. And when I say there is a light at the end of your tunnel, it is as simple as this. We're all on an individual journey in this life. And we will encounter different projections, different setbacks, different obstacles, different people, different places, different things on this journey of life. What is important is for you to remember that God's timing, your timing, is separate. Also, the timing of someone else's destination, even if they are going parallel on the same path that you are taking, is an individual journey. It is an individual journey. Don't lose sight of your individual journey. You can probably think about, like a snail. A snail that is trying to crawl its way up a banana tree, if you're from the Caribbean, will still get to where it's trying to get at, even at its slow and steady pace. Similarly, you have to think of life that way. Many times we want to get to where we are getting ASAP, as soon as possible. But we lose the beauty of the experience. Here's an example. I tend to prefer flying somewhere because, yes, it's quicker. I don't necessarily have to use that much time traveling. But when you experience taking a long trip across several states, you realize the beauty of different landmarks. You see things you've never seen before. You stop at places you have never stopped at before. You interact with different people. That is a life experience, because some way along your journey of life, you will remember the things you have seen. You will remember the things you have heard. You will remember the things you have felt. You will remember the things you have tasted. That is life. So if you're in a position right now where you just feel like you've been stagnant, this November month, based on just testimonies that I have heard from people that I have come in contact with, who at some point in their life felt like their train had stopped at this one stop. But with the grace of God, it has moved. Yours will move too. Yes, you believe it. Stop doubting it. Tap into that connection that you have with your Creator, with the Creator. Tap into it. Commune with God. Let Him know that you are at your breaking point where you have done all that you can do and you feel like giving up. That's fine to feel like you want to give up, but don't give up because help is on the way. Many times when we're almost ready to let go, that's when God hold our hands and say, "My child, I am still with you. Don't give up because your ray of sunshine is on the horizon." And then when you have started the journey on which you hope to be on, don't forget how you got there. Also, don't forget to reassure someone that they too can get onto their path. Because sometimes we don't want to share those little things. We don't want to share those spaces we were once vulnerable in. We don't want to share our hurt and our pains. That's fine. But sometimes our stories can be shared in a way that, yes, we protect the other accomplices, right? But don't be afraid to share things one-on-one with individuals if that can encourage them to have hope, if that can encourage them to dream. We should all be giving back in one way or the other to give someone hope, because someone along the way gave us hope. And I hope this video gives you some hope as well, because my intention of doing these random videos whenever I find the time to do it is so that hopefully when someone comes across my video, it will spark a ray of hope in their life. It will make them not give up on their dreams, but to modify them, which is why I always end my video with, you do not have to deter your dream, you can modify them. Because I believe that we all have dreams and goals in our life, things we want to do, places we want to go, things we want to accomplish. And life throws us curveballs because maybe of decisions that we make, or maybe decisions that others make who are connected to us. But giving up on your dreams and your goal is not the solution. However, being realistic to what you're predisposed to or what your circumstances are is important in modifying those dreams to maybe smaller achievable goals. And then when your circumstances changes or get better, tap back into that space and try again. Because I think the strength of being a human is when you are knocked down, when you have a setback, to not just stay there and have a pity party and blame everyone. Because believe it or not, regardless of what we go through in life, we ourselves have a responsibility to say that we were once accomplices in whatever decisions that were made that either benefit us or did not benefit us. And in many cases, setback in life does not only affect one person, it affects everyone that is connected to that one common denominator. However, that is how we grow and evolve. Don't stay there in an angry place. Don't stay there. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, don't stay there in an angry place. Have self-love, stay motivated, and don't try to prove someone wrong. Prove you right. And when I say prove you right, which means tap into that space that you were once in when you were a child. What were your goals? What were your dreams? What did you hope your future would look like? Prove yourself right that regardless of the hurt and the pain and the setback or the disadvantages that you have been through, you're still alive and you have the opportunity to say, what can I take control of? What small steps can I take? What are my resources? Who can I speak to? Who can I reach out to? How can I get out of my comfort zone and be uncomfortable? Because believe it or not, doing these type of videos were once uncomfortable because it's not something that I thought I would ever be doing. But I feel like it has created an outlet for me to reach people beyond my circle of friends or families or co-workers and stuff like that that I support, or just people I interact with. And so if you don't get anything from this video, I hope you get this takeaway, that whatever your circumstances is right now, it can change. It will change. The same way how it's not always sunny, the same way how there is night and there's day, the same way how there's up and there's down. There is balance in life, and we don't always want to be in the unsatisfactory balance of life. But in that season, you're being molded into something else. You're being transformed into something else. There are people around you that are having testimonies. They might not tell you, but their lives should display hope. Don't look at people around you that are thriving and thinking, oh my God, why is it that they seems to be having all these opportunities and I'm just like stuck here? You don't know what they've been through. You don't know the pain and the hell that they've had to overcome. You don't know that. Because many people go through a lot of stuff in their life to achieve what they have achieved. You don't know what people have gone through. Think about it. No one truly knows what you have gone through. No one truly knows how much you are going through, because maybe you haven't necessarily shared it. But you are strong. Not only are you strong, you're resilient. Not only are you resilient, you are purposed. So if you feel like giving up, no, it's not the time for you to give up. It's the time for you to tap into your spiritual awakening. Tap into your Creator. Build upon your relationship with God and let Him know that you are desiring a breakthrough. But in also desiring a breakthrough, it is important for you to also align yourself with what you're expecting God to do in your life. Because my dad always tell me, good gold try to fire. Which means if you like gold, the process in what it goes through to get its quality, I mean, obviously my gold is not high top quality or whatever. But for people who like high-end things or high-valued things, there is a process in which those things, there's a process that those things go through in order to let them, or in order to cause them to have the worth and value that they have, or it has, or they have. So even for people who are wealthy, well, unless you had like your trust fund or whatever, but I still believe even if it was handed to you, it still takes hard work to maintain what you have. There is a need for discipline. So sometimes instead of just napping, write down your visions, go to the library, take a walk, volunteer. So if you're dreaming of being in a particular organization or a particular job or whatever it is, sometimes you can reach out and ask if you can shadow someone. Go back to school. You could intern. You could see if that's exactly what you like. Like, there are so many resources, especially if you're in a first world country. There are resources that you can tap into. Again, it depends on what state you are, what country you are. Don't be afraid to go to your city hall, your local government offices. Because if you have something to offer, then the world is waiting on you to offer it. So again, you do not need to deter your dreams. You can modify them. Because someone is waiting on you to show up so that they too can be inspired, so they too can hope, so they too can overcome that path that you are about to overcome. Because newness is on your horizon. Take it.